Hey, so I got to go to the Game Awards live this year, and I had a really, really good time. Not just because I got to see and hang out with a bunch of friends that I know from across the industry, and I haven't been able to be in person that often over the last 3 years with a bunch of these people, so that was awesome. But the show itself, to see it produced live in the audience and to see all the moving pieces, all the parts that Jeff Keighley and his team put together to make a very, very special evening, that blew me away, and I wasn't quite expecting it. I thought there was going to be a little bit more stop-start, as stage elements were wheeled in and presenters were kind of brought back and forth, but the pacing, when you're sitting in the seats, and it may not feel like this when you're watching it on the stream, the pacing in the seats was really, really good. I did think that the show went on too long, and it was a little bit overwhelming by all of the trailers and stuff that were hitting, bang, 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 and you can have a really tough time discerning if this is a trailer about something coming up soon or if it's a commercial for something that's out right now, right? Because we cut to commercials about games and then we come right back and we run trailers, which are really commercials about games that we'll be playing in a year or 2 years from now. But man, there was so much to enjoy in that show, and my hat is off to Keighley and to all of the people that put that thing together, because it's a tremendous amount of work and it's a lot of fun. And I know that the fans that were there, because this one was open to the public for the first time in a few years, people were having a great time in the room. And yes, there was that a-hole at the end that wanted his pranky attention on himself, which was so stupid. I couldn't understand him. People around me couldn't understand him. He just looked like a total little scumbag. And I hope that he was charged, and I hope that he's going to, I don't want him to go to prison or anything like that, but I hope that he never does anything stupid like that again. Jeff and his team definitely have to think about security and any breaches for upcoming years, which is a good thing, but it's also a bit of a drag. This is supposed to be an event about loving the business and celebrating the industry and looking forward to what the industry is putting together, and then some scumbag comes and wrecks it because he wants a laugh. Anyways, he got what was coming to him, and the show will just be a little bit tighter with security going forward, which probably isn't a bad thing. Now, I thought about the things that I like the best, and I put together a little bit of a list for myself. First of all, I want to say that Final Fantasy XVI, Street Fighter VI, Baldur's Gate 3, and Forspoken all had great trailers for games that we know are coming, and they all look really good, especially that Forspoken trailer. I think that was the tightest look at gameplay that I've seen, and of course you can play the demo. I haven't played the demo yet, but I really want to. I can't wait to review the game, and that trailer, I think, was a really nice showcase of the kinds of cool stuff that you can do in the game. Hopefully the demo's good. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But some of the other stuff that I really enjoyed, I'm going to give you my 5 runners-up and then my 5 favorite trailers and favorite looks forward at games from Game Awards 2022. I was really impressed and happy that Hades 2 got announced. Supergiant killed it with the first Hades. The room went crazy when that trailer came up. It was also a nice surprise to see Splash Damage's Transformers reactivate. No, everybody was wondering what the hell this was. Splash Damage has done a ton of work working with huge IP in partnership, doing multiplayer for Batman games and Gears games. They've got a lot of experience, so hopefully this Transformers game is awesome. It was also a really nice reveal of Death Stranding 2 in the room. The crowd went crazy for that. Hideo Kojima teased it a little bit, and then we got a really cool trailer. Hopefully this isn't a bait and switch and it's something else down the road, but Death Stranding 2 does look fantastic, and it's probably going to create all kinds of new attention on Death Stranding 1. It makes me want to go back to that game. But Death Stranding 2 does look freaking cool. Tekken 8 also blew me away. I was really impressed by the visuals of the game. I can't wait to play that. I can't wait to play Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6 and do a little head-to-head and see which one I like the most. I've loved both of those fighting franchises over the years, but Tekken 8, that trailer just kicked my ass. And of course, Armored Core 6's reveal was pretty freaking cool as well. It was a From Software classic franchise coming back. I remember digging those games. I've always been a huge fan of giant robot games, but they're so micro-detailed and so much management in them that it kind of removed a little bit of just the pure escapism and enjoyment of playing the classic ones. Also, it was dealing with the technology of the time, but I think all of the learning that From Software has picked up along the way, making incredible Game of the Year winners like Elden Ring, they're going to apply a lot of that strength to Armored Core 6, and it should just be phenomenal. I can't wait to play that game. But my 5 favorite trailers that were revealed in no particular order: Hellboy Web of Weird, which picks up the, cel-shaded Mike Mignola look of the Hellboy universe, turns it into an action brawler type experience. Cannot freaking wait for that game. It looks amazing. I was also really impressed by the moody sprite-based look of Replaced. We've seen that before, but that is just looking so gorgeous. I really hope it all comes together and it maintains that sense of mystery that they're setting up with these visuals, but I cannot wait to play Replaced. Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. This was another look at this phenomenal looking action game from Rocksteady, but I think what really knocked it out of the park was that they confirmed that Kevin Conroy is going to be back as Batman, and that was awesome and also heartbreaking. I'm still, grappling with the fact that Kevin's gone, but at least we'll be able to play him in something brand new. And if Rocksteady delivers with this game like they have with their previous Arkham games, this is going to be something incredibly special in 2023. I can also say the same for what Star Wars Jedi Survivor is looking like. This trailer was awesome, and Cameron Monaghan came out, the actor that plays Cal Kestis came out. He looked legitimately blown away that he's a part of all of this. It's clear that he's also a huge player. He's played the game. He confirmed that. I believe him. I think this game is going to be phenomenal. Respawn crushed it with Jedi Fallen Order, and I think Jedi Survivor is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to play that game. And then Judas, that was the trailer moment of the show for me. This is Ken Levine, the creator of the BioShock franchise, coming back with something brand new. It's a company called Ghost Story. Don't quite know what the hell's going on, but that's kind of the reality of the BioShock experience anyways. And even though I don't think this is related to BioShock in any way, maybe there will be some, connections somehow, but God, this just looked amazing. And Jeff was up on stage talking about this was all in-game footage, and it was going to look like that and play like that, and holy crap. I mean, it just looks amazing. I don't think we're going to get it until 2024, maybe even later. But God, it looks so gorgeous. Cannot wait for Judas. And some of my favorite moments from the show actually had to do with some of the Hollywood royalty that was up on stage. Al Pacino giving an award away to Chris Judge for his performance as Kratos. That was a very, very special, shocking opening, I think, really, to the awards. Jeff basically came in, did the intro and stuff, and then they went into the performance, and then boom! Now, Chris Judge overstayed his welcome. He was on stage for too long, but I love the guy, and he killed it as Kratos. But to have Al Pacino on stage, that blew my freaking mind. And it's also showing the inroads that games continue to make in Hollywood and to the pop culture landscape out there. You could say that too with Idris Elba's reveal as part of Cyberpunk 2077's DLC, which I can't wait to play. That looks really fun too. But it was also cool to see that blending of Hollywood and video game royalty with the cast of The Last of Us both on stage together, giving out an award for the action game. I also love seeing Jessica Henwick up on stage, and she threw to a video of Daniel Craig and Rian Johnson all talking about the Game Awards, and I think Among Us came up in that conversation. It's kind of hard for me to remember all the damn stuff, but that was so freaking cool. That cast was awesome in the new Knives Out film, which I've reviewed, by the way. You should watch my review of that film. It's coming soon to Netflix, but that was really cool, and it was also really cool to get Hozier and Bear McCreary up on stage with an orchestra playing Blood on the Snow from the God of War Ragnarok soundtrack. That was an amazing moment to see live. Halsey taking the stage, and that new trailer for Diablo 4 was just stunning. She is super cool. She killed it up on stage. And what was amazing is that she was just, like, everything just moves so quickly. It's like, here's Halsey, and she's singing a song, and here's the Diablo 4 choir, and here's a little bit of the trailer, and then boom, we're on to the next thing. It's like, wow. There was no slowing down for any of it, which was awesome. And we also got Keegan-Michael Key come up on stage and give us another sneak peek of the Super Mario Brothers movie, which does look freaking charming. It is still hard to get past Chris Pratt, but the movie stuff does look definitely very charming. I can't wait to see it. The awards were fantastic. It was a lot to kind of take in and soak up, and it went on for a little bit long. I was absolutely starving at the end of the awards, but I had such a great time. I was just really, really happy. Years ago, when I went to E3, and they used to have award shows, the governing body, I think it was the ESA back then, it might have been the ESA, or the IDSA, it was one of them, put on an awards event around E3, and it just felt so low rent for the scale of the industry. I mean, it was the best that they could do at the time, but I really thought, this is a business that is reaching so many people's lives. People should dress up and be really celebrating the business in the grandest way possible. And I know Jeff Keighley was at all the E3s and all the award shows that I was at over the years too, and I'm sure he's been thinking that the whole time, and that's exactly what he's building. And he really is building something incredibly special. It continues to improve every year, and it was a really fantastic treat to be in the audience for the Game Awards 2022. I can't wait to see what they put together for the next year, but I had a blast. I want to know what you guys think, though. Did you like it? Was it too long? What were your favorite parts? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon, and until then, play forever.